connect with you today. Today I wanted to speak to you about guilt and how guilt might be holding you back in your life. You see, I get so many mums that are coming into my clinic and we're talking about guilt and how guilt is stopping them in their life. So it's very much about, let's address this situation, because there was a UK study that was showing that 95% of women felt guilt in the last 24 hours. Think about your life. Have you felt guilty in the last 24 hours? I'm sure it's more than once, because they were talking that women felt guilty at least once in 24 hours. And I can guarantee you, I can think back into my life and think there's probably a few more times that I felt guilt in the last 24 hours. So how about you? What's going on for you? So guilt is a destructive emotion. It stops you. It makes you stuck in your life. And in the women that I speak to, especially the mums, it holds them back and it stops them from enjoying and living their life to the fullest. And that's where it's a shame. It's a shame that this guilt is holding so many people back and that it's affecting so many women on so many levels. Because with some of the scenarios that I get is that women feel guilty because they work too much or they don't work enough. They're not there for their kids. They're not there for their partner. They haven't got dinner on the table. The house isn't immaculate. It's clean, but it's not immaculate. That they haven't got the tasks done that they expect to be done. And so therefore there's a level of guilt that comes with that. Because as women, we try to be, do and have everything, which is not a bad thing. But if the guilt pervades that, then it's undermining us. And that guilt is coming from trying to be that someone for what other people think, or being in charge of what other people think or feel, and trying to make the other person feel better, and then we feel guilty from that. But we can't control what others think or feel, so it's about controlling what we can do in us. And like I said, guilt is so destructive. It can make you feel overwhelmed. It can make you feel frazzled. It can lead to sleeplessness. It can affect your immune system and create immune system imbalance. It can affect your digestive system, so you get some digestive symptoms going on. And I had a client yesterday having digestive symptoms, not sleeping well, and constantly feeling anxious each and every day because she felt like she wasn't doing enough for her family and for her work, and she was feeling ragged from it. But not only that, the guilt can also affect your heart health. So it's very important that we look at helping support how you're feeling and stop this guilt cycle that's going on, because it does tear you apart inside. And it is coming from a feeling of obligation that you're not successful enough, or to be successful, we need to give up in other areas of our life. And so it can create that dissatisfaction and that depression and anxiety that comes with that. Can you see how important it is that we're aware of guilt? The first thing is to get on top of guilt, we need to be aware of it. We need to be aware of what the thoughts that are going on, the feelings and the emotions inside. It's also about prioritizing. Prioritize your time. Prioritize your day. Have a list of to-dos for the day and prioritize what's important for you. Not only in your day, but in your life. And then when you are in a situation, say if it's with your family or work, wherever you're at, be present in that moment so that you can enjoy every part of that moment and give yourself to that particular moment in time, because that's all you can create. That's all you can be in charge of at the time. And then looking at creating the boundaries. Learn when to say no. Learn what you can do, and you can do to the fullest. And if you can't do everything, if it's outside your boundaries, then letting it go or getting to it another day. But we can only do our best. And the next one is to congratulate any successes that you have. So when you do something, might be small, but when you do accomplish things, accomplish your task list, get to your work on time, pick up the kids, spend time with the kids, congratulate yourself on each and every one of those events so that you can feel good about yourself in that process, and then we can get rid of guilt that way. And then if you really are struggling, there are some therapies that have got reputation of helping with guilt and with many of these emotions. There's hypnosis, meditation, timeline therapy, emotional freedom technique. All of these processes can help on getting on top of the guilt and getting in control of it so it doesn't control you. So I hope I've been able to give you some food for thought, and I look forward to hearing from you and hearing more about how your day is. I look forward to seeing you next time. I'm Teresa Todd, transformational naturopath and biochemist. Bye for now.